Hey guys, so if you're planning to come to Belize as a student, you need to know that students are not allowed to work. So before coming to Belize, you need to make sure you have someone back home that can support you financially or maybe save. I don't want to say save because how much are you going to save to be able to sustain yourself when you come here? So I don't know. But anyways, and even though you come here and you try to apply for jobs, they're going to ask you of your social security card, which is required for to get a job. And if you don't have that, then they are not going to give you the job. And international students don't have social security card. It's only Belizeans that are students. I mean, it's their country, so they are Belizeans and they have the passport. So they have the social security card. Let's say the only work you can work here is babysitting job because I mean you just need to go to the person house to take care of their child. That's it. Apart from that, all the works here you need a social security card. And for those of you saying that you can apply for resident permit and all that, for you to apply for resident permit, which is a permanent resident permit, that's because that's the only option. You need to be able to stay here for at least 1 year, and within that 1 year, you have to make sure that you haven't left Belize for more than 14 days, because that's the requirement. If you have stayed outside of Belize for more than 14 days within that 1 year, then you're not qualified to apply for the resident permit. And even I heard that when you apply for a resident permit, you don't know how long it takes. It can take 6 months, 1 year. You don't know how long it takes before you can get your resident permit. If you get your permanent residence, then you can be able to work because you can be able to apply for social security and so on. So if you stay in Belize for more than 5 years or for 5 years, then you can apply for Belize passport and you'll get it and become a Belizean, apparently. But yeah, it's a process. If you came to Belize through single entry instead of multiple entry, then there is a problem there because if you leave Belize, maybe let's say you go to Mexico or Guatemala or just the close by countries, maybe to get something and you're trying to come back to Belize, you have to apply for Belize visa again in order to get into Belize because your school applied for multiple single entry visa for you instead of multiple entry. And my school told me that they did that because it's more easy to get single entry visa than multiple entry visa because of the way people misuse Belize visa. Like when most people apply for Belize visa just to run to America because America is like 2 hours away from Belize. So because of the misuse of visa, the immigration is being so strict and giving people visa. So most schools now that if people get admission and you need Belize visa in order to come to Belize, most schools in Belize offer them like an online education because of how difficult it is now to get visa. Like I know people that got admission in my school and it's almost 2 years now they haven't gotten their visa. So that's it, guys. So that's why most schools now in Belize they offer online education to people that need Belize visa to come to Belize. For example, Ghana and South Africa, they are visa free. They can come to Belize without visa, so they have no problem with that. It's mostly Nigerians and all the other countries that require visa to come to Belize. It only takes the grace of God now to get Belize visa. If you're coming to Belize, you also have to apply for either Mexico visa or American transit visa or American visitor visa because you need to transit from Mexico to come to Belize or from America to come to Belize. And also, if you don't have patience to wait for your Belize visa, you can also apply for American visitor visa because if you have American visitor visa, you can be allowed to come to Belize. Yeah, so either way. But if you apply for your permanent residence and you get it, you don't need to apply for Belize visa whenever you want to leave Belize and come back. You can just show them your resident permit and that's it. So guys, that's just the setback of being a student in Belize. You can't work. You can't leave Belize like that because you will need to apply for Belize visa every time you're trying to leave Belize and come back. And if you want to apply for resident permits, you need to stay here for up to 1 year. Those are the restrictions. For those of you asking me how you're going to come to Belize and all that, make sure you know this.